a friend Joe Pigs, high TV Ghana. Now, office I post where a fear pokria, Vim lady, yes, despite media, PCF and I count, yes, or no post it or say, hey, the way Ghanaians hype Ghana on TikTok, I'm like, what do they see in Ghana that we don't see in our nation? Now, if you're in a post, so I just say South Africa for Nigeria for all around Africa. Come say they wish I come to Ghana. I will come back and read some of the comments, but before that, the same Nigerians now I kind of me bad TikTok now say Nigerians are hyping Ghana on TikTok. I'm going to say some of the videos. Ampara, yes, I video way. I just said Nigeria ni nanya about that now. I compile all the developmental projects I've been where you know can you any and I watch your caption go so. I say while we are debating who has the right to live or die in Nigeria, who is Lagosian, who is Yoruba or Igbo, this is what is going on in Ghana. Wake up, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Nigeria is the giant of Africa when it comes to size and everything. In fact, we are on the 7 times rule, 7 times, which means ade bi a Ghana ni betuma yɛ biara and ade bi a Ghana betuma yɛ biara Nigeria betuma yɛ no 7 times because they are 7 times bigger than us. And it's a chrono one time Nigeria was 7 times. Corruption or Ghana was they are the giant of Africa. Now so where election ni mu kra no it means say woyɛ Yoruba ni ana sɛ woyɛ Igbo ni yɛ ma won to sɛ baabi a wo no ɛyɛ Igbo for community unto abano. But in Ghana, whether you are an Ashanti, whether you are Northerner, as long as I want to me register or baby I want on a honor no one cares about you. Ghana, we have a very great country. So now, my encourage that video no. Na me wia makwa kokan efia poko any post na say we Ghana ni na I said there be a wofu na man we nya. Where's our dream? My encourage.
First time in our history, Ghana is implementing one district, one factory. For the first time in our history, Ghana has drones for medical delivery, and Ghana is the world's largest medical drone delivery service. For the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. For the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented a digital property address system. For the first time in our history, Ghana has mobile money interoperability. For the first time in our history, over 80% of adults in Ghana have a tax identification number. For the first time in our history, Ghana is implementing one district, one hospital under Agenda 111. For the first time in our history, we have digitized passport acquisition. For the first time in our history, we have digitized the process of obtaining a driver's license. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians can renew their NHIS membership from their mobile phone. For the first time in our history, government is implementing a pension scheme for cocoa farmers. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians were provided free electricity for lifetime consumers for a year during the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians were provided free water for a year during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. For the first time in our history, government has provided free Wi-Fi to 700 senior high schools, 42 colleges of education. For the first time in our history, government has implemented one constituency, one ambulance. For the first time in our history, government has established Zongo Development Fund. For the first time in our history, we have built more roads in our first term than any first term government in the Fourth Republic, and we are continuing. For the first time in our history, we are implementing free TVET, and we have established the Ghana TVET service. For the first time in our history, our government has implemented free SHS. For the first time in our history, Ghana has paperless clearing of goods at our ports. For the first time in our history, Ghana has implemented the Ghana.gov platform.
So these are the kind of policies and the implementations are being way to me, and this nyoma are being no and reflected in our pocket now. Yes, to me for example Ghana card no wonya Ghana card a sɛ ɛma wo aduane nni. One district, one factory, factory na afei na yɛsisi ebi nyɛ operation nti wohu ho mfasoɔ. Agenda 111 hospital yɛsi sɛ wonni saa community no mu a wohu ho mfasoɔ. Akwan a yɛreyi bebrebe akwan bebrebe a aban no ayɛ wohu ho mfasoɔ because Ghanani no pɛ sɛ sika no ba ne bɔtɔm na ɔde tɔ aduane di na ɔde si ne dan. But all these policies about Bawumia Alice Nina no Sanka yɛbɛma NPP for a continue wɔn na ɔmɔtumi ayɛ no better because of course that some of the implementations are which are bad. Ɛnyɛ ebi sɛ free SHS no ɛkanka but first no ɔhwɛ free SHS kora na double track na ɛyɛ worse but I'm saying ɛso tete most of the schools they are now not running double track system. So that should tell everyone say what start BB a ɛnyɛ hɔ na Nyankopɔn kɔbɔ wiase na ɔde 6 days na ɛde bɔ obi a ɔyɛ Nyankopɔn wɔtumi a nkɔbɛtumi aka sɛ ɛnɛ mabɔ biribi a within 1 hour mpɛ sɛ biribiara mebɔ wie Nyankopɔn bɛtumi ayɛ but ɔde 6 days ɛda bi a wɔde ɔyɛ ɛnti no development ne deɛ ɛnyɛ one time na ɔma yɛnkɔhwɛ efia pokua ne post na sɛ wohwɛ saa akwa wɔ sɛ ɔma say they see the goodness in everything first before even speaking for the bad side but for we Ghanaians we first speak evil of it to the extent that even if you speak good of it, it sounds evil. That is exactly. One problem I have is about one district, one factory in Ayeka. And this is for and I'm almost I failed project, failed policy. And yet into me anya. Okay. Say NPP for into me anya mono musu say a policy papa na. Do you think say the idea say I buy me bet now say may one this one factory say this should be a photo paper a papa na say adwin papa dia na say nipa na ntumi anya adete also wani gye say nipa na ntumi anya the papa nka betumi aboa instead of say bia nka wo be provide this solutions okay one day one factory no mo ntumi anya a good idea but you say mo ye ni say yanka be NDC for the omo pan nyina say one day one factory no abane de daada Ghana for omo ntumi nye na say mo de the same to free SHS no. Yes, implementation problem about babam. But the point in and say, muji tumu say free SHS na ya the papa. Ya the papa saban we going to me implementing ya. And then na mo so nka mo bang oh I don't know ya the papa. But is this anka some we say ya ba ya be man ya more better. But you see what you hear is that oh ya ba ya be review of course they say but when I say review means that they are going to cancel it. One factory, no, I'm not sure when they come, they will continue. This agenda 111 they do Oma Cassetia sa and yet or what another boy. Agenda 111 the papa and the papa. That is a question that before you speak against any policy, you ask yourself, okay, policy way there and yet a buy a hagana for intino munja I know ya no. But where you know say the policy is better, but ebia over ambitious, ebia also be see 111 hospitals within 1 year. Untumi nye. Eno wo ho. But okay say oh obwa unsi bia enye hospital. And I say bia bibisa na. Let us say wonu uni adwen papa. Akwan a ye. Nti we read some of the comments. We comment.